welcome. This is going to be a short stream, really short. I actually should be going to bed in like 10 minutes, but screw it. So hopefully I only play for like about an hour. I'm like right at the beginning of Heaven's Word, so yeah. Also, I'm in the middle of like changing my setup here, but it's still super early. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't have. Like, ooh, look, white walls. Wow, so original. And neon? Wow. So, just going to be doing the beginning of Heaven's Word. I completely, finally finished everything over here. Yeah. But yeah, like, I'm just about to go to this. Sorry about that. I'm about to go to this location, so it's like, okay, beginning of Heaven's Word. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, okay, enjoy.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the Primal Menace. The Beast Tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean Alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. The territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. We are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not, for I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
What the heck are those up there? Like, wait, there's 2 floating things in the air. What the heck? And I keep seeing things flying in the air, which is like, okay, sometimes it's like at a hawk, okay. And sometimes it's not, so it's really weird. Like, there's hawk, okay. But that thing looks like, I mean, it could be a hawk. I'm just sorry that I'm going out of my way just to do this, but it's just so weird. I feel like there's like some mystery that we're just unaware of. Okay, so really it's another hawk? Okay. Yeah, this is easy to get to. But what the fuck are these? Whoa. And they're not even interactable? Oh wow! And you even see more villages over there. Huh. Well, and some of these floating things over there too. I wonder if it's gonna be naked. Well, look at that. What the fuck? There's a freaking bridge here? That's weird. I mean, is this really just details? Wait, is this part of the DLC? I feel like this could be DLC related. Like, this can't be a coincidence. Let me just check this. No, there's nobody here even. Unless you can go through the door, which you can. Curious. Really weird. I mean, I'm not too surprised that Shiva's here. It's just, I've said it before, I haven't heard anything about Shiva at all. Like, I've seen all the trailers for all the game, and if Shiva's there, it was not very obvious. That's interesting. I guess I should have known. Well, I don't know though. Because I don't even know if Iceheart is like human, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder whether I actually am in Heavensward now. Because, like, I thought for sure we were going to go to the church first. I mean, we are, like, heading towards Heavensward, clearly. But I don't know. We'll see. Kitty. Well, this certainly wasn't what I thought we were going to be doing. So, possibly... I mean, this could still be Heavensward, technically. Because, like, once we take care of this incident, I would assume it's going to be brought up at the Holy See. Because, like, the Holy See is... Well, I wasn't going to say that's when it starts, but it looks like that's when it starts now. That's a lot of dead bodies already, too. Whew, man, I thought we would have been matched up by now. You know, I was just thinking today about how the DLCs don't have that many dungeons. Like, I think each DLC has, like, I thought, like, 4 dungeons. But I don't know for sure. Like, obviously, hard modes don't count. But like, would Snowcloak be considered a Heavensward dungeon? I don't think so, but I don't know. It's really weird to think about. Like, okay, Praetorium. Then hard mode stuff. I mean, this one was also not hard mode. It's very weird. But yeah, all hard mode basically. Oh, wait, I haven't done this one. Oh, no, I did. Okay. Yeah, a lot of hard mode stuff. So maybe DLCs are supposed to have more than 4, or maybe it's 24-man raids, and there's a few smaller raids. Maybe. I was just thinking, like, you know, if there's this many dungeons in A Realm Reborn, and the later ones have much smaller dungeons, then how are those, you know, like, these dungeons are what really take most of my time, from what I can tell. Especially when there's missions that say, hey, do these 3 hard mode dungeons, like, oh yeah, I haven't done these 2 yet, yeah. Yeah, so sometimes they're like, do them, and sometimes, no. Like, Pharaoh's Serious, I didn't have to, I just wanted to. Like, I hadn't actually had a proper fight against Siren, so it was like, well, what the fuck? How to do that one. I had to look for that one, in fact. Wanderer's Palace, yeah, I didn't do that one yet. Yeah, there's a few more. It's late at night, so people might not be doing roulettes. But the problem is that tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be able to play this. That's why I was like, oh, well, I'll just start Heavensward, then maybe I'll go a few days without streaming this, but I mean, even after this whole thing, even if there's a cutscene after, I don't think I'm going to be going to Ishgard or whatever, you know, to this area. What's it called? Foundation? I don't know. Abalathia is fine? I don't know. But, you know, like, it doesn't feel like I'm going to be coming over here tonight. I hope so, but we'll see. Yeah, and look at this big area. This is a big area. I wonder what that's going to look like. Like, this definitely is DLC. Well, I mean, to be fair, this is definitely DLC too, though, so I don't know if that means much. It's interesting that this is, like, grayed out. Like, okay, you can't come here. But then these aren't grayed out. Like, maybe I could come here. Maybe I'll go and check that out after this dungeon.
To do this several times, chat. And some characters are cool, but it hasn't ever really gelled with me, you know? It just is what it is. So, that's not a bad thing. I just can't I can't change my tastes, you know? I can't change my tastes, but I know that this game has been around. This is like one of the most updated fighting games of all time. The most updated fighting game of all time next to Guilty Gear XX, you know? They just kept sticking shit in here, and they just kept going, and they just kept adding stuff. So you get a lot of people that are super dedicated to Blaze, probably end up loving the characters. And here's the thing, is like, I really don't personally care what fighting game you get into, whether it's one that I like, whether it's one that I don't like, you know, that I'm a big fan of. But the idea is, hopefully, you like something, you know? Hopefully you get into something, because it'll lead to more, and it'll lead to eventually you just wanting to have an expanded interest in fighting games. So, you know. You try Susanoo. Susanoo was the last character we tried back in 2017-ish. And right now, pretty awesome that this happened to this game. And then it's $20, you know, on Steam.
is this Fenrir? I've heard the Fenrir was here. Yeah, alright. I'm not against that. I was like, wait, is Shiva gonna show up here? But it's like, no, it shouldn't be Shiva though. Like, it should be like a reveal for Shiva. But yeah, Fenrir, okay. Which only makes me wonder more, like, I feel like this is like what you would put in Heaven's Word. So it's like, you know.
The tales do not do you justice, warrior of light.
Cohesion. We can't just like active drive overflow with other supers.
Yes, I know who you are, and you know who I am. I was given the name Izel, but I earned the name Iceheart. This endless cycle of hatred, of bloodshed, of sorrow. You would see it continue, O noble warrior of light. I would not. I will not. I will bring an end to this war between dragon and man, no matter the cost. In time, you will come to understand that what we do for the greater good. For Eorzea, for Hydaelyn.
Just a reminder, she's a ruthless murderer. She killed a lot of people. She didn't need to kill them.
We won. Alright, that's it. It's confirmed. It's confirmed based on what the chat said. We are now doing this and this for every character. We're gonna do rate the I guess it's going to be rate the overdrives. Right? I guess that is now the new kids rate the overdrives. Because yes, I mean predating rate the super, we did rate the absolute as exists. It might not be in the format that you're expecting, because it's more of like us just ripping shit on the game of a game that we haven't seen in a long time. So if anybody's curious about like rate the astrals, yeah, we technically did. We technically did like 5-ish, 6-ish years ago, or something like that. So, it's been quite some time. From what I understand, these are overdrives, exceed excels, maximum extremis Neptunus, Venus McQueenus. They have some crazy name. But based on the first character, based on the end, I think this is the perfect 5 out of 10. Overdrive finish! Right? Not bad. Decent. 5 out of 10. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, I can just switch from here. Oh, I want to switch stages though. Yeah, we have to get different visuals. Okay. Okay. That's an 8. We'll see. We think that's an 8. We're gonna find out. Active flow. All right. So, new 13. That looks kind of cool. She technically does Eno's classic super, but from behind. She gives you the damn. She does the Jacko pose. I'll give that one a 6. Right? 6 out of 10. Yeah, we gotta flow here. We're not gonna be here for 6 hours. Okay. Fake. Damn! Grounded the Wi-Fi? She throws. Actually, does she throw your bitch ass into the wall across the entire screen? Please. Oh, she almost does. That one's kind of 6. Kind of 6? That one's kind of sick. Not giving it a 6. In fact, I'll give that one like an 8. I think that's kind of dope. Dagger, what's yours gonna be? Not bad. Not bad. I want to look at it again. He zaps your crotch. I'll give it like a 4. Yeah. I'll give that one like a 4. Hazima. You can see the skeletons like Street Fighter 2 shocks? Yeah, I know, right? Okay, not Michael Jackson. That one's pretty sick. That one's not bad. Like, whips your ass up and brings your ass down? He stabs the shit out of you? I think it's like a 7. 7 out of 10. I don't even remember some of these characters, dude. I don't even know if all these characters we had in here outside of Jubei were even in the previous version of the game where we did Rape the Astrals. Alright, Kagura. Big ass sword. This is kinda sick. This is kinda sick. Literally flipping and dipping. Yeah, that's an 8. That's absolutely an 8 out of 10. I like it. I like the big sword guy. Shocking, I know. It's shocking. This is a puppet character? Celica? Sponsored by Toyota? Okay. I kind of like how Celica, like, gets knocked out of the way, but it's only okay, you know? Yeah, give it a 6. Damn, guys, why is that release everyone's favorite character? Right here. Pretty much, you know, how this game's gonna be. This game's got a very polarizing art style, right? Alright. Oh, this one's badass. Wait, so what actually jumps up and kicks your ass? It's like a training dummy? It's like her staff turned into a training dummy? Yeah, everyone's saying exactly what I thought it was going to be. 9 out of 10. That one's not bad. That is not bad at all. Yes, the 9 out of 10 to me, not bad. I'm already predicting what Platinum, what I'm going to rate Platinum the Trinity. Okay, I'm going to predict that Platinum the Trinity is going to be 3 out of 10. I'm already being hyper-aggressive the little cute girl character. I'm already being hyper-aggressive towards the cute little girl characters. What the hell? There was a cat? Huh? flies around and it's with the big plush cat. Yeah, you know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's like a 5. I'm gonna go crucial on it. And then Slayer this game. Okay. Damn, it looks beefy looking. Why does every wolf character have to do this shit? Every wolf character is just John Talmain. Is that the idea? Neat. The super was like a 6, you know? 6 out of 10. Talmain is like the first playable dog in a fighting game, so everything has to be like it. Dog characters. Alright, what's Aurelius? What the shit? I like it, but... He's like doing the... Pretty goofy, right? He's like a puppeteer magic man. Pretty goofy. I give it a 7 out of 10 though. I was definitely shocked and surprised and questioning what the hell's happening. So,
I'm surprised Yugiri's back. I forgot she existed. I haven't seen her since I fought Leviathan, which, I mean, kind of seems like it wasn't long ago, but there was some Crystal Tower stuff that happened, and a few other stuff, just random. I think we created the Crystal Fighter Army people after we beat Leviathan, so it's been a while. Yeah, been a while.
she had the ears and the big fucking tail. The more I pay attention, the worse it's getting, Chad. The more I... Does the tail come out of her ass? Alright. One more time. She's got a great super, man. I'm gonna say it's like a 9 out of 10. It's actually really dope. It's actually really dope. Stop asking questions. See, I didn't see any of those details there, and then I suddenly realized, like, whoa. It's actually a squirrel. Alright, shall I check you? I'll stick to my territory. You can have the chipmunk girl. I'll stay away. Leon. Jen. Jesus! God damn! Well, there's your 10 out of 10. God damn! yes. Halloween. This is the stage that Kenny absolutely loves, I guarantee you. Alright, here we go. Not sold that, guys. That definitely screams, I was like one of the first characters in the game type shit, you know? That's what this screams. This screams like, oh, yes, I didn't get all that flash and pizzazz type of stuff because that shit is a 2. Right. This shit is like a 2 out of 10, Ragnar. Holy shit. First character syndrome, exactly. Pretty much what I'm talking about. That's true. Noelle was like the starting character, right? Hers is crazy badass. Weird. Okay, Naoto. Somewhere different. Surprised you're not rating the Astrals? That's already been done. Video's on my channel. It's got 1 million views. And I was definitely expecting something else to happen after the axe. And because I'm disappointed it's getting like a 4, it would have been kind of cool, but it doesn't even hit halfway. It's like a 4 out of 10. Susanna was the guy that I was playing in. Okay. This guy's got to have some good shit, because I remember actually playing this character. Oh, goddamn! This is pretty sick. This is a pretty sick super. Oh, shit. I'll give it a 9. I don't think it's 10 out of 10. It's hitting some stuff for me personally, right? It's hitting some personal, like, this is pretty dope. But I don't think it's the epitome. I think it could be, it could technically be better. And the drop does it. The fact that it has, like, this build-up and beat. Active low. He's a cat. Not bad. Not bad. He's a big fucking cat. Kind of like his effects, but you know, it's like a 6. Maybe a 6. Not a 7. No, I'm not giving it a 7. 6 out of 10. But here's the thing. My bitch ass never rated this dude's Astral. Oh, is everybody's Astral actually a different motion? Oh shit, chat. What's this bitch's Astral? One second. Half back, C. Okay. Oh, they need to be at 30% health. That's what it is. That has to be compared to the other Astrals, and they're definitely, it's like a 7. that name. Yeah, we can't compare that to what we've been rating today, because that would be unfair. Dang. So this is just Zamasu? She's just Zamasu. Oh, okay. I mean, Zamasu is Izanami, or whatever. Alright, hold on a second. She bit his dick off. Oh my god. Holy shit. Damn, that's the most brutal one. She bit your dick off. Fuck. Oh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Best super ever. I didn't, how that, that's why it's like Silhouette. She goes in there and she bites your, literally bites your dick off. Damn. 10 out of 10. Best super ever. That's brutal. Fuck. 10 out of 10. Damn. Fuck. Ow. Jesus. Actually, the majority of characters went into this game not assuming their dick was going to get Fuck. Well, I know what's going on the thumbnail now. Actually, no, that's way too fucking risky. That's way, this character, whoever, anybody plays this character intentionally, it is absolutely thumbnail bait. 100%. You are just using this character. I think I might have today. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did I? Get her? Shit, she is back there, and her huge tits are as well. Holy God! Damn, I didn't even realize. It just happens naturally. Wow. Wow. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Wait. I have to turn off the overdrive finish thing. Hang on a second. What? Just happened?
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
This sucks! What the shit? Like, is that really it? She's summons like a
The rumors are true then?
I get it,
The
right?
war of succession is ended.
But it sucks! That's a 2 out of 10.
It
For the
is.
first hit and the
A
second
new
hit.
emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Like, what?
Who?
One for each punch, yep.
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis. Yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign.
I'm like, did we
Nevertheless,
already play this character?
it was
This
the
is,
eldest
an
son
evil
who
version
stood
of
to
this
inherit
guy?
the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Oh, it's a snake that comes out and bites you? It's okay. You know, it's like a 5. Maybe, I'm gonna say 4. I'm trying to think of characters I gave 5s before. No, that's a 4. Did
Would
we
that
not
the
do this
Garlean
guy's Astral
Empire had
5
died
years
with
ago? Was
him.
he not out? Did we not do this dude's Astral? We did? Confirmed we did? He was base roster. Okay. You did, okay. I was making sure.
'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest
claims,
claims, was it not?
That we have not witnessed over the past half-decade.
Indeed, Yet claims count for little without the power to assert them.
I was about to
High
say, like, wait a
Legatus
minute,
Varus
this is-
Galvus
there's multiple
is a
of this
respected
character, right?
military
Yeah, there
leader.
is.
Not so his
what?
uncle.
So, young Varus has torn the
four
crown
robot
from
chicks?
his
Okay, so
uncle's
there's even more
grasp
than I
and
thought.
taken his place at the head of the
There's
Empire.
like a whole bunch of them. It's complicated. It's complicated. I'm not looking at the fact that she's naked. I'm looking at her weird fucking feet. I hate it. I hate her weird fucking feet. No. No. No, no, no. Weird feet. No, no, no. All right, here we go.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power.
You know,
Yet have no doubt but that he shall.
that's
For
gonna
there
be
are
like
none
a
left
six-
with strength enough
6
to
out of 10.
oppose him.
Focus.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if.
And it turns
They
into a double
say this
saber?
Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he
Literally
spoke
looks like
out
an Attack
against
on
the
Titan character.
Meteor
Holy
Project.
shit. I'll give it like a 7. 7 out of 10.
Plainly,
also have,
the new
like, chain
emperor's
attacks and
intentions
stuff
are
that-
of great concern to us all.
Whip and grab. I've never seen an episode of Attack on Titan, by the way. He has an Attack on Titan color. I mean, it looks pretty referential, you know?
I propose that we set aside the Cartano dispute for the present and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
It's got a bunch of moments to it. That's like a 7 out of 10 in my opinion. That's actually not bad. It could have just been like ice, block, lance, stab, see you later, and that would have been it. No, they actually, there was beats to it, you know? Not nearly as rough as rag.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
Rochelle?
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by.
Alright, you know what? If it was just a tornado, it would get a very low
But
score.
that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming.
The tea thing in the end. Not bad.
So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Was Hakumen and Susano two different characters, or is like Susano the angry Hakumen? It's got to be angry Hakumen. Oh, like an awakened version or some shit. Or it's somebody else in the armor. Gotcha. All right, Hakumen. It's got some good beats and some good impact, but it's only okay. I don't think it's a 5. I think it's a little bit better because they put a bit of effort into it. It literally does braver, yeah. 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 6. That's a big fucking zipper. That's a big zipper. fucking clue. No fucking clue. What's happening? Oh, is Garfield being added to Nick Brawl tomorrow? Is it that soon? Huh. Well, goddamn. You know what we need to do, chat? We need to have a night of Smash and Smash likes, where we play like 4-player, play Garfield and play Nick All-Star Brawl with everybody, and then we play like Brawlhalla, and then we play like Smash Brothers or something like that. Play like a little bit of everything. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow is the fucking Game Awards, you know? Garfield Legacy. I'll let somebody else do that. Active flow. That is so similar to Felicia's Big Super. I mean, also Tronbot, yeah. But kind of similar, where tinier versions of, like, the cat girl come out and whoop your ass, and then... That's weird. Yeah, I'm expecting something else to happen. I'm gonna give it like a 7. I think it's okay. I think it's alright. I think this guy's proper pronunciation of his name is Bong. Bong Shishigami. Okay. Holy. What is happening? Holy shit. Is that part of the super? Damn, I think we have to consider that whole thing a part of the super. Wow. I think we have to consider it all. Then he does the pose and everything. Alright, he also gets a 10. Also gets a 10 out of 10. Holy crap. And the install and the super, that counts, right? I'm pressing the same buttons for every character, and that's what we're rating. It's like specific, we're just doing one thing per character, and his is very cinematic. Arcade is the kind of character that I connect with, yeah. Definitely. This is the character that I physically and mentally connect with. I know about Bang's all-strider costume. I know, I found out about that like 5-6 years ago. Alright. Alright. This is ridiculously, I have the hiccups now. This is ridiculously similar to a Mingo. Yeah, everyone's saying a Mingo. How crazy. It's disgusting. I'll give it a 7, right? Definitely gross and weird. I'll give it a 7. And I'm kind of like disturbed. He's his own Sarlacc pit or some shit. God, the Mingo. Okay. This chick looks like a PSO character. That's kind of basic. a 6? A little bit. Somebody's like, oh, 9. I'm gonna give it a 6. 6 out of 10. Somebody's like, 15. Celica, hey, Mercury. Okay. She has 2 cattails. Very important. That's exactly what I'm into. Oh, this one's badass. This is like a 10. I'm gonna look at it again. She got a fucking razor? Damn. Wow. Alright. Damn, we're just gonna give this character everything. Ten out of 10. That's a 10. That's a 10 out of 10. Very, Kokonoe is so, like, look at even her walk forward animation. Look what she does with her right arm. Like, she, like, flips her fucking hair and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, damn. There's a shit ton of personality in this character, and she has 2 cattails. That's specifically what I'm into.
He admits that's specific.
This chick is so sassy. He admits it. He admits it. Chick's kind of crazy looking. Is that what book shield with an eyeball? And you have a giant eyeball hat head? You're like weird Sophidia. Sophidia, but fucking weird. Oh, she's Order Soul? Are you serious? Is she like oh, she has a gauge that has a 0 at it. Oh, shit. She's literally Order Soul? Oh, fuck. Dope. That's dope. Okay. Damn, she pulls out the spread needle. More PSO references? How do you level her up? Okay. Maybe this will change when I'm at level 5. Roberto Age. It doesn't. It's a 5 out of 10, right? She got a spread needle that's got 40% on every single region? You cheating bitch! I'll give it a 6. 6 out of 10. Guess not. And very similar, like, aesthetic. Kind of like the staff user? Huh. It is a different character. It is. It is. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Feels like about as, like, basic you could get. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's about, like, middle of the road, you know? I don't feel anything specifically in any direction. 5 out of 10.
I just realized that she doesn't have her lizard tail. Instead, she's got this cat tail. And I also hate this outfit. Like a lot. Like, I really hate this outfit. Like, it's so dumb. It's so awful. Like, mostly just the top, but the skirt's not great either. I don't know. It's so bad. It's like, wow. Like, I just can't believe that this is specifically Well, I mean, not completely for a summoner, but like, still pretty much just for a summoner. Oh, I have to do this. Oh no, don't touch me. Don't. Now you must die.
Those guys were top tier as shit for a while. Asriel, I remember whenever I saw this game, I saw Asriel fighting somebody. Okay. This isn't bad. Yeah, this one's got some cool shit to it because he teleports behind you with the Mega Punch. I like it. I think it's like a 7. Not bad. 7 out of 10. This guy's a big punch guy, right? Oh, is this literally... Is he the Slayer of the game, technically? Is this guy technically the Slayer of the game? Even though the other guy looked like Slayer? Okay. Oh god, we made it to the end. Come on, eh? Mane looks a lot like, what's that final boss in Samurai Showdown? Amat Setsuka or something like that? Amat Setsuken? I can't remember. Amakusa, that's what it is. I get Amakusa vibes. Okay. Yes, exactly. Okay. The final character. Shit. That practically is like a Rose Super, right? Definitely some good ones, right? If these are like the overdrive supers, I think that's what they're technically classified as. If these are the overdrive supers that we're going between every character, there was absolutely some real good ones. But if there is one character, I think that I'm like, damn, that was a 10 out of 10, and I'd argue it was the best one in the game. It belongs to Noelle. Yeah. I think Noelle had the best super. Like, she brought in the best overdrive. She brought in, like, the entire Call of Duty kill streak fiesta on your ass and then killed you with a railgun. Like, what the holy shit. I actually thought it was kind of sick. And yes, this wasn't about astral finishers because we rated and checked out the majority of astrals, even in a pre-rate the super situation, which was back 5 years ago. So for anybody that watches this in the future, I'll link the other video so you have some reference. But yeah, we were just sort of in a room before I even made Rate the Super official, and we were just checking out when this game got updated back in like 2016, just checking out characters and stuff like that. So yeah, for anyone that's curious, we did check out the majority of Astro. We might have missed one or two way back in the day. But yeah, there's some very flashy shit in Blaze Blue, man. And like I said before, this is one of the most continually updated games of all time, and still is technically continually updated into 2021, right? Actually is 10 plus years of support, technically. So, with that being said, it's one of those situations where this game doesn't have a lot for me that I personally really love, but I think there's so much to be had in a game like Blaze Blue now that now includes good online, that I highly recommend you check out the game on Steam, because the Steam version is the one that does have rollback netcode now. So for anyone that is curious, if you're really into these characters and character designs and all the cool shit they can do, please give it a shot. Because if that's the chance of you to get into fighting games and find some cool shit that you love, do it, man. By all means, you do not have to love only the same fighting games that I love. Please, go find something dope and make a connection with a character, and then get with it, because having good online will make a big difference. Yes. See, this game absolutely has my kink and my kink, right? That when you have a kink that becomes your entire identity chat, it becomes your kink. And this two-tailed cat chick with her crotch tail, that's my kink. 100%. Bam! Nailed it. Bam! Like I hit by a flashbang, I was like, fuck! That's my kink! Hold on. What? Good to know. Yeah, well actually, yeah, you know what? She actually has a lot of Vikinisms about her. Because she has, like, Vikings crazy cat ears. By the way, can we all agree on something? Jesus!
Finally, so Alisei is finally showing up. Finally. Like, this is so weird, because, I can't continue my job quest until, until I'm in Heavensward enough. Like, this could be like, oh, this wasn't released with Heavensward, this was released before Heavensward. It's possible, but it would be like the biggest tease ever to get this content along that came with the base game, and then, yeah. The same with the base game, and then you're like, oh, we're gonna go to this region, and then, buy the DLC, and it's like, what the fuck? I got better here. I was trying to think. Oh yeah, so I still can't get this and this and this one because they're only available in Heavensward technically, and technically I'm not in Heavensward yet. Also, once I can do these two, I'll also be starting on Astrologian. I'm already at level 55, and Heavensward is supposed to only require you to be like level 60 to beat, maybe less even. So it's kind of silly. I think that depending on what things look like, I'll end up using Astrologian as soon as it's available, I think. But we'll see. Depends what level I start her at. I start Astrologian at. I would assume it's going to be level 50, but we'll see what the missions look like for it too.
Aspects of her. You know, they absolutely did. As her old character design on here is very different. This is like guilting your ex Viking, I think. I'm sorry, this is like original guilting your Viking, like mod mode or some shit. We're gonna have to do a what's it called? We're gonna have to do a video.
It's not gonna be her. There's no way. This is a fake out.
Menphilia, am I right?
Okay, I guess not. Who is this?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll.
Who?
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Who? Who are you?
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Sharlayan scholar and an authority on aetherite technologies.
Okay, this is boring. I sleep. I just sleep on this. Sheesh.
She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Arcean souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I think Viking's a fucking sick character. She really is. She's a character that probably fucking transcends the game in a similar way that Morrigan transcends Darkstalkers. There are people that know Morrigan, right? There's legit people that completely know Morrigan, but they have no clue because Morrigan's in a ton of stuff, and even like Felicia and stuff like that. Like the character has more legacy than the games that she's even from. Like shit. So, you know, I don't know. I think everyone always thought Viking was fucking cool way back in the day when not that many people were technically playing Guilty Gear the XX days. You're overrating Viking? Sure. I mean, sure. I just thought she was neat. I've always thought she was neat. She's always been neat in weird games, you know? Is that character from Marvel? There's not much of a Viking legacy. There's, you know... She has a lot of different iterations from the XX games, obviously. But...
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
There's the boss fight version. There is...
Oh, longer, sister.
The XX version to Accent Core.
Indeed.
But I guess...
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Fires, 4-player Guilty Gear Isuka. Yeah, funny enough, I actually found I got that copy on my Xbox. I ripped it to...
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
Xbox, and I got a whole bunch of games in there now.
We have with us an esteemed guest who is...
It won't be. Yeah, your answer jumps...
I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research and...
We'll have to hunt Viking down in Guilty Gear, the original, the PlayStation game.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits, and nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
We're all fucking biased. You got people that say they're not biased, they're lying. They're fucking lying.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
What the fuck are you talking about? Everybody's fucking, you're fake as fuck. She's like the Jacko Pose meme.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Was I absolutely a casual Guilty Gear fan? 100%. I had all these games. I played them super casually.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other.
You still haven't found it, then? You're missing Aetherite.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the Fen. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it.
I'm sorry, but if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magic?
That shit was not there.
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
Yeah, like Ermac and Reptile. Yep.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
But when he's gone, you feel it.
Truly? How?
100%. When Ermac is not in the roster, you feel it.
We use the current to recreate the beacon.
You feel that shit.
As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
If you guys are into anime fighters of any kind, if you wanted more out of some characters potentially in Guilty Gear
And
Strive,
dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have wide aura sight at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the etherite. However, wide aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risk the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Back when it came out, because people were like, oh, like, BlazBlue is, as I'm just quoting what people would say, like, bitch made Guilty Gear, or this was like easy Guilty Gear, right? Maybe back in the day. But that's like 10 fucking 15 years ago or some shit. But now, if you're talking about, like, what Guilty Gear Strive is, which is a super easy to play fighting game, right? Learning how to do effective things in Guilty Gear Strive is very much easier. So, it had its own fan base, like the Guilty Gear Fire Saga, one thing and a lot of left over to BlazBlue. But by the comparison of modern day fighting games, BlazBlue is insanely complicated. Characters can do so much shit. And I have a base understanding of this, right? Just after seeing people play this game for, just seeing it played out of the corner of my eye practically for like 12 years. Yeah, this game's got a fucking ridiculous amount of characters that you can sink your teeth into. So, by all means, if you're looking for like an anime fighting game that gives you a lot to do and a lot of stuff to figure out with its roster, this might be something that you're gonna like. Can it say maybe since there's BB Tag? I don't feel like, once again, I played very little BB Tag and I played very little BlazBlue. But you guys will probably answer this for me. It seems like BB Tag is an even simplified version of game than BlazBlue, right? A more homogenized, more simplified version of what a game like BlazBlue and or even offers. And I'm not even going to answer that question, because that's a very layman's understanding of these games. And I think a resounding resolution from the chat is that, yeah, that game is a much more simplified version of what this game offers. A lot more fucked up. It's true. I mean, and that's kind of fine, right? I think that's okay. It's okay, once again, it's just different. It's okay to simplify things. That's fine, as long as you expand it. And yeah, the BB tag expands on what you can do because it has a tag system, right? It definitely expands on what's possible. Because you might not do as much on like the 1v1 situation, but Jesus Christ, you throw in another character and holy crap, it gets really crazy. Crazy enough to be something you like, that'll very much depends, you know? You think people should stop comparing everything to Strive? You gotta accept that's gonna happen, dude. You have to accept that. Right? Strive is like the most popular anime game of all time. You know, it's probably sold the most of any of the big anime fighters. So you have to just accept that by anime game I mean like not like a fucking One Piece fighting game or Dragon Ball Fighters or some shit. Like that's the Dragon Ball Fighters #1 isn't really an anime game. Dragon Ball Fighters is more of a Marvel vs. Capcom with some anime shit in it. It really is. Dragon Ball is its own thing. Of like the own original property like anime games, it's pretty much like BlazBlue and Guilty Gear have been on at the peak, right? Of all like the giant anime properties that come from something fucking big, that's a bit different. That's honestly a bit fucking different. Maybe like very different. Like dramatically different. So, and the way, yeah, the older Guilty Gears and Blaze Blue, if you guys have an understanding of these games, and then you start to throw in, the Arcana Hearts, you start to throw in the Melty Bloods and stuff like that, and those games offer their own unique variety of anime-ness, but where did they come from, right? What was, like, the roots of those games? It's fucking Guilty Gear, you know? The Personas, the Persona Fighters, the Unists, like, all of those games have roots of where they essentially came from, and the bigger portion of it is from, like, Arc System Works. But the bigger portion of it is, like, Guilty Gear and its roots. Technically Sailor Moon, you know? Maybe even Darkstalkers if you want to really get into it. But, for the most part, that's like tomatoes tomato. All I'm saying is that in terms of the big, like, individual anime games that aren't based on giant fucking properties like One Piece or Gundam or fucking Dragon Ball, because they are their own thing. Guilty Gear Strive is the best performing one of all of those by a lot. And is it like an insane amount? No, but selling 1 million copies for like an original property anime game is pretty fucking huge, dude. You might be like, oh, that didn't even sell as much as that fucking King of SNK Heroines game. Yeah, but that's completely fucking different. That's a long-running characters and franchises that have been around even longer than Super Legacy. So when people are comparing a lot of shit to Guilty Gear Strive, there's a reason, and it's that Guilty Gear Strive is essentially the Street Fighter 4 of anime games, where everything that came before Street Fighter 4 was super fucking complicated and hard to get into. And then you get Guilty Gear Strive, which is the Street Fighter 4 equivalent, the game that bridges the barrier that brings everybody in to sort of check shit out. 4, you mean 5? No, I mean 4. Street Fighter 4 was the game to bring everybody into, like, fighting game, bring a whole bunch of people into this style of fighting. It was the game. It created the all-nighter, you know? It was the reaching point for a ton of people to jump into this genre of fighting games, or fighting games in general. And Guilty Gear Strive 100% is done that. It has. Not to the extent, but it has. So, to me personally, you're going to get a lot of almost every fucking fighting game held up to scrutiny from like 2009, 2008 to 2015. Everything was held in direct comparison to Street Fighter 4. And to be honest, for like 5+ fucking years, if you weren't into Street Fighter 4, well, fuck you. You know, that was about it. And it was very frustrating, especially for people that liked other stuff that wasn't really dedicating my life just to SF or like Marvel and stuff like that. You were a degenerate if you were a fucking guy. You were a super degenerate if you were into Killer Instinct, you know, or an NRS game or some shit like that, or even Tekken at the time. You were a fucking outcast by all means. Holy shit. If you were playing Blaze Blue, like that was the mentality behind the fighting game community for like a larger part of half a decade. So that all flipped on its fucking head, Chad, in 2016 when Street Fighter 5 reformed, right? And Capcom fighting games were flipped, and everybody else came and brought up the ratings. And 2016 and beyond, Tekken became more popular, everything else became more popular, it was way better afterwards. That's why people hold things into comparison. Whenever it's at the peak and the pinnacle, there were so many new players being introduced to this is going to get compared to Strive all the time. And everything around Street Fighter 4 Zero was compared to Street Fighter 4. Fucking natural order. You know, making pancakes, grab a shirt. So it's when the king falls, a new empire rises 100%. Absolutely. And to be honest, what was the empire that rose? The biggest empire that rose out of Street Fighter's failings during Street Fighter V's launch, during those first 2 years that were really rough for SF5, that was Tekken. Tekken came back. 100%. And then what was the rise after that? Once Tekken was out, what was the next game series, much less developed, to really take up the ranks and become like the new king? That's Arc System Works. Arc System Works suddenly was anything they're working on. People are Dragon Ball with them on the fucking map, dude. For all the people that didn't have dick for shit's idea that Guilty Gear XR ever existed, like anything else. I'm just. I don't know if they competitive. I'm saying. What interesting to me, they are the fucking king. They are. Wait, what is our question? Is that even a fucking question? Is Enterus the king? They are the king. But here's why people don't think of them as being the king. Here's why. Because the games die out after a year. They're designed.
Finally, sheesh. I mean, this dungeon has felt slow the last time I played it, but like, oh wait, what? No, there's no way. There's no way I actually. No, there's no way. Did we really just do the same one over again? But I didn't have it selected. Like, what? We're gonna fail. I can't believe I wasted my time again. This happens weirdly a lot. And like this time I knew exactly what I was doing. I literally went up to the thing and then just clicked the one I needed to do. And that was it. So then how the heck was there a problem? It's like I literally clicked on the one. We'll see. I mean, it looks like Fenrir will go down pretty quickly, but we'll see. I mean, I was confused before because I was like, well, isn't it going to just be a boss fight? See, I literally picked this one. I had both of them selected. Wait, no, but I could have sworn I just took them off. I'm going to have to do something about that. Like, so it doesn't save what my last selection was. Is there even any way, maybe here? What was like greed or pass? Party leader determines individual's loot distribution. Oh, so that's what greed means. Wait, but what would need be though? Greed and limit need to perform party. Loot rolls. Greed only. I don't think I can get around this. So weird. I mean, it's weird because like at the beginning of the game when I started playing, I didn't have to deal with this. Like when I first started my several of them, in fact, it would literally just be, okay, Tasha did it. Well, okay, I didn't do that one, but yeah. Did it. So, like, I'm trying to think, like, well, at what point did I start doing missions in which I would accidentally go to a different mission? And I don't know what that would be. Stone Vigil, which is, 10 missions in is when that started happening? Like, what? I guess it did happen one time with here. I remember doing this like twice, 2 or 3 times in a row or something. I don't even remember how I got around it, because at that point I didn't know how to select things, you know? So that's weird. Maybe I'll go check options. What's happening?
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace. Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander a mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
It's really stupid that that guy's like, oh, I've never heard of summoning like that. And it's like, yeah? So? That actually seems like the most obvious way to summon. It makes a lot more sense than just get a lot of crystals and put them together and then just hope he shows up. Because that's apparently what they usually do. Like, no, you use an intermediary. Yeah. Makes sense. A lot of fiction has used intermediaries. Whatever. What are they talking about? She escaped. She's dead. Or did I, like, miss something? I mean, I'll admit I wasn't quite looking at the screen constantly, but it sure looked like she turned to dust. I guess we'll see, I guess. Are we finally going to go to the Holy See? Because originally, that's why we came. Everything else was, like, really minor and not super important. Like, what the fuck?
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military... All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We, too, have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget. One born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attack.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
It's a good thing.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded, it would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard Zoma.
But wait, how does she even come into this story? Like, how does she matter at all? That's so weird. Like, I assume that she's not gonna die.
Really bothersome business.
I assume she's not gonna die, because it's just like, yeah, she just seems like she's just gonna get killed, but like, that'd be too obvious, like, that's too simple, so, yeah.
No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Roban. There is no telling what the brute might do. Have the Blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace. Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo. For my sake, pray be a good little Sultana to the last.
Okay, that's it for the night. I've already been going way too long. I was just hoping that we were going to get to a really major part, but I guess not. Like I said, I don't think I'll be able to play this tomorrow. I doubt that I'll be able to. Well, you know, the servers have been looking pretty good. We'll see. Because today, like, I saw that it was like 3,000 or 4,000 in queue, and it's weird because I actually got down to 1 very quickly, weirdly quickly, like in like half an hour. But then I got stuck. But then I got down to 1, and then I was stuck completely. So long, like 30, like probably at least 30 minutes, maybe more. So long that I was like, okay, this feels like a glitch. So I left, I canceled out, went back in the queue. I was still number 1 in the queue. So something's going on there. Like, I don't know if it's just wrong info, or maybe it's right, and I just was at a weird spot where it was so perfectly full and nobody was leaving at all, I guess. I don't know. We'll just finish this quest real quick, I guess.
Welcome back, my friend. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. Together with Roban, Eileen lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then.
Whatever.
But now is not the time to dwell on such matters.
Never mind that she, like, sided with the Garleans. It doesn't mean anything. Nothing
I have
at all.
an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Asians.
Oh, everybody's gonna talk? Oh boy.
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with white auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Asian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to auracite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Hebrea.
During that encounter, Heidelin bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Hebrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Heidelin placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Heidelin did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether.
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white auricite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, and I could do with some help. Urianger.
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Val. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the Isle has been erased from existence.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the Isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
Oh. I've heard about the rejoining. Oh, wow. Wait, then who... Oh, it'd be the Ascians that killed them then, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, it'd have to be. Because, yeah, I was thinking that at first it was like the Empire testing a weapon, but yeah, this would have to be an Ascian thing.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the Dark Beings call the One True God. We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu. My right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald. But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash. We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the Calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Voris Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, she sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict. Considering who stands to profit from war, it isn't hard to imagine who her other masters were.
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, Huayu must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them? Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monetarist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! Today I will purge this land of your sickness! Before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
This guy's lucky he lives, isn't he? I believe he lives all the way to the end of the game. But like, he's just like, yeah, politicians, I'm gonna beat you.
I shall
somehow.
have no further
Like, what
need
the
of
fuck?
you this day.
Like, what the fuck? I'll beat you guys all. Like, wow, this guy's like way too straightforward.
Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Uldar have a right to pursue happiness. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Uldar whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the Immortal Flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Uldar's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the Immortal Flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Uldar.
The true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Uldar to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue. As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Uldar.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Uldar will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Roban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name. Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Okay. See you tomorrow. I assume there'll be a big moment tomorrow, and then I'll just go off on my own and wait for another big moment. Again, I'm not supposed to be like doing a full playthrough of this, but like I'm just like waiting for the big moment, you know? We'll see. So I feel like once they have the first big moment, I mean, it's coming. That last cutscene took a while, but like once we get to that big moment, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of in the middle stuff. So we'll see. Like maybe I'll show the beginning and then take a long break until like hopefully at least the 2/3 part of Heaven's Word. I still don't know if you know what? Let's actually check. This is the easiest way to check if I'm in Heaven's Word. If I have a new summon quest. Like, I feel like I must be in Heaven's Word right now. Okay. Looks like I'm not in Heaven's Word yet. I mean, it's also possible that I'm just like almost in Heaven's Word. Like this could still be like, you know, 1.5 right now. I'll be fixing the descriptions in the box. Like, okay, we're gonna say this isn't Heaven's Word. This is a Realm Reborn 1.5, something like that. We'll see how that works out when I fix that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully my character doesn't look like a hooker for much longer. I mean, like, the boots look fine. Alright, and the shoes, they're not boots, sorry. They're like, okay, so the shoes look good. And the pants look mostly fine. But the top looks questionable. And yeah, the skirt's just no. In fact, let me see, like, what if I just change... Well, see, that's confused. Wait, what if I just... Wow, oh, okay, I see. So it's entirely this part that looks bad. But I don't want to... Well, I mean, I can just make it look like what, though? I don't really want a long coat. I want something more detailed. Yeah, there's not many options here. I mean, overall, I haven't gotten that many gotten that many different outfits that look way different. Most of the different things I got was a different type of robe, a different type of cowl. That's about it, I think. Let's see if this looks good. Wait, huh? That should work. Equipment? What? What? Equipment restrictions? Maybe it's because of what I picked, I guess? Maybe? Maybe? What if I do this? I mean, I don't love it, but honestly, considering what I was wearing before... Wait. I think I have a black one. It's a little bit better. Maybe. I think I have. Let's try this one. I hope I have enough of those gems that I need to do this with. Okay, this is a little better. It's just the only problem is that it's basically what I've been wearing the whole game. But whatever, it looks better than that high collar, boob window skirt. Like, what the heck? Like, every part of it's just skimpy, and it's like, why would you want a skimpy thing in this game? Like, look at what I have to do to zoom in on my character. It's like, imagine if I was playing the game this close. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is awful. Oh gosh, this would be so bad. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Oh gosh.